Hey Tim, how can I go buy a house right now if I have to sell mine first? I get asked a lot of questions, and I just was asked this question yesterday. It goes like this. Tim, I want to move, we need a bigger house, but I need to get my money out of this one first. Now there's a couple of ways that you can do that. Number one, the simplest is to talk to your lender, your financial institution. There are some creative lenders out there right now who are bringing back some products called bridge loans. Basically what you're going to do is take a temporary loan on the asset that you currently own, and you are going to apply it towards the purchase of the new property. That requires that your debt-to-income ratios are in order, and your lender can talk you through all the details of that, but that would be the first place to check. The other part of the equation is if you decide that that is not an option for you, for whatever financial reasons your lender gives you, if that's not an option for you, what you may decide is that the long-term benefit of being in your new residence outweighs the pain that's going to be associated with some kind of transitional housing. What does that mean? That means sell your current house and tap into the extraordinary equity that has been captured inside that in the last year. Nationally, the increase in equity in the last year has been an increase of 30%. That's free found money that if you would like to tap into it now and migrate it into your new residence, it's not such a bad idea if you decide long-term you want to be in a different location. We have an example. We're working with a family who sold their property in 2021. They knew that they wanted to be in a superior school district because their kids in a couple years were going to be starting school. They decided, we're going to move into temporary quarters with our family, certainly an option, not ideal in many cases, but for them they said, we're going to accept the short-term pain for the long-term gain. They took their equity out of the property, they're looking for their home now, and it puts them in a position where they're able to jump on the property that they really want when it appears. So there's some other short-term housing options. You could go and rent, find yourself a 6-month lease if that's an option for your family. The other thing that you could do is if you think you're only going to need 30 to 60 days, investigate Airbnbs, VRBOs, those kinds of places where you can land for a couple of months. The real analysis is, am I ready to accept a little bit of short-term pain for being in the place that I want to be long-term? If you want to migrate your current equity growth into your forever home, now is a pretty good time to do that. The reality that a lot of people don't want to hear is, how bad do you want it? How bad do you need it? And we are accustomed to instant gratification. We were raised with cell phones, microwaves, the internet, and all these wonderful things that give us what we want immediately. But sometimes you just can't have what you want. So the question really is, how bad do you want it, and what are you willing to go through to get to where you want to be? Please, if you have any questions about how to do that, call us, text us, or send us an email. We'd love to hear what your questions are about real estate.